Hey guys, how you all doing? Just checking on my audio for just a second here. Just to make sure that everything's alright. And Kim is wanting to come in. Come in. I did not was saying strain, did you? Hi Kimbo. I didn't even get started yet, mate. Alright. Kimber, I made absolutely certain to feed you before I started. So you can't be saying that you're hungry, because your food bowl's full, your dinner bowl's full, and your water bowl's full. Alright, so sorry, a little bit extra calibration today, because last stream I seemed to have been having some audio issues, because I thought, hey, the audio is really good so people can hear me really well. Not so much. So I'm trying to stay on top of that sort of stuff now, hopefully. But the audio should be pretty good now. But as you can see by the game title and what's on your screen, I've decided to get into a little bit of Spore, because I've actually, you can see here that I've actually been playing it for a little while now. I've gotten all the way to the space stage. And I figure, you know what, since I'm in the mood to play it, why not stream it? It's a good game. I think it's a really good game. It's a fairly polarizing game for a lot of people, because unfortunately, well, I've had an unfortunate that it's a polarizing game for people. Oh, you want back out now, do you? Okay. That's my cat. Loves coming in and going straight back out again. So the reason why this game is usually pretty polarizing for people is because it is effectively 5 different games rolled into one. So you can see that it's essentially split into 5 separate ages. So you got the cell stage, the creature stage, the tribal stage, the civilization stage, and the space stage. And each of these stages is essentially a different video game in and of them, in and of themselves. So if you played Agario, the cell stage is pretty much like that, and then we'll go through it as we go to each of the next stages. But for now, we're going to start off with new creature, because I could just go to my old game, but I figured it'd be more fun to start a game new. So to start off with, when you first create your cell, you need to decide what kind of diet your creature will have. So you have herbivores, which eat plants, obviously, and you have carnivores, which eat meat. But what the game does not tell you is that there's actually a third diet option, which if you're not completely observant, you might miss out on it. So I'm actually going to start off as a carnivore, because carnivores actually, at the beginning of the game, only carnivores are able to defend themselves from other creatures, because herbivores, if you actually have a look, you'll notice that they have regular mouths, the same as the carnivores. But the difference is that the carnivore mouth doubles as a weapon, whereas a herbivore mouth, they can't attack at all unless they have some sort of defensive capabilities, which their herbivore mouth does not give them. So I'm going to start off as a carnivore, and if you want to, you can actually cycle through some different visages, looks. It'll just randomly choose one, unfortunately. You don't get to customize it yet. So I think that's just about all of them. They only give you a few simple ones. Yeah, that's about it. And that's the goofiest looking one, so we'll definitely go with that. So now you get to name the planet. So if you're not too good at naming things, which I'm not, you can just hit the dice button and it'll randomly select the name for you. You just keep hitting it until you find one that you like. Violet, Catal, Gallus, Siobhan, Astia. Oh no, that's good enough, I guess. I'm not usually too worried about names or anything, so I'll usually just randomize it. I'll be honest, I can kind of tend to not to worry too much about the creative side of things, really. I really shouldn't be talking about the intro here. In fact, I'm gonna shut up. Alright, so this is where the game starts. Welcome to the Tide Pool. Throughout Spore, the choices you make impact your future. As a cell, your mission is to eat, grow, and evolve. So right now we're simply a creature that is driven completely by instinct. Progress bar. So as we eat and progress and get bigger and stronger, the progress bar will fill out. We'll go through it as we go along. So as I said, right now we're just an instinct-driven creature. Our only instinct is to eat and survive. That's our two basic needs. So carnivores can only eat meat. They cannot eat plant matter. So the green little bits here, they're plant matter. We cannot eat those, even if we walk into them. So as a carnivore, we basically just have to find food and eat food. And as you might be able to guess, other creatures tend to be made out of meat, so we can kill them. Like so. And they form food for us. Now, as I said, because we're a carnivore, whoop! Are we gonna die in the cutscene? Other cells and meteorite bits are the key to finding new parts. Each part has unique abilities. When a new part appears, swim over it to collect it. Nope, we're still alive. Alright, so these parts here basically are what we use to develop and evolve our creature. So we got the spike piece there. So when we enter the cell creator, we're not going to do that just yet, but when we enter the cell creator, we can apply that part to our creature and make use of its abilities. So if you happen to be playing a herbivore, that will be your first opportunity to defend yourself. Because if you're a herbivore, you're literally running around with no weapon. Which is the reason why I prefer to start off as a carnivore. Even though I don't end up as a carnivore at the end, I still prefer to start off as a carnivore just simply for strategic reasons. Even so, I don't tend to go after other creatures too much, just because I'm kind of a soft heart. So, excuse me, burping. Apologies. So one thing that the game does not show you is this button down here. It shows you the progress bar, but it doesn't really point you to press the history button. You hit the history button, and it will actually show you this screen. And this screen actually determines, well, it'll actually show you as we go through the game. You'll be able to check back here anytime you want. You'll be able to see the history of your creature. Hello, Kimba. How are you? How are you, Kimba? So, as you make choices and you play the game, your choices will appear here on this part of the screen. So you'll see that we picked up a spike piece, we killed 3 cells, and we picked up 18 bits of meat. And you'll notice that for eating meat, we picked up these red arrows, which are pushing us down in this direction. And you'll see at the end of the track here, we have 3 separate choices here. So we have herbivore, carnivore, and omnivore. So depending on what dietary choices we make, we may end up with any one of these 3 dietary choices. Because the game doesn't actually give you an omnivore mouth to start with. You actually have to swap back and forth between the herbivore mouth and the carnivore mouth if you want to be an omnivore. So if you choose to eat nothing but meat, your track here will continue to get pushed southwards, and eventually you'll be sitting snugly in the carnivore track. If you choose the herbivore mouth, your track will instead trend upwards, and you'll end up in this area, and you'll end up as a herbivore. But if you eat a balanced diet of plant matter and animal matter, you'll actually stay here in the central area, end up as an omnivore. And you'll notice that each of them has these little icons down here, and they basically determine what abilities your species will have later on in the game. So there is absolutely a sense of earlier choices affecting future consequences or future events. So that's a little bit of an exposition. Sorry if it was a little bit too wordy. But I find it very important to establish that because, like I said, the game doesn't really tell you that outright, and it's a pretty big thing that you should understand starting off because it so greatly shapes your creature. And I will tell you that the next stage of the game is actually far easier if you are playing as an omnivore or a herbivore. And it's up to you if you want to play a carnivore, but if you choose to be a carnivore, you're also kind of pigeonholing yourself. Ow. You're also kind of pigeonholing yourself for a No, don't hit me again. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad my creature just decided to stop there in the middle of nowhere and not swim away. So, yep, you die. If you die, you get born from a new egg. Well, I figured it's probably important for me to die at least once so I can show you that. I did that on purpose. No, I did not. So it will actually track your deaths too. But be aware that you're not just playing one singular creature. You're playing an entire species. So if your creature dies, you just get born as another creature. Also, I've got a vendetta against that creature type now. Which is why I'm biting the crap out of this one for some reason. That makes sense. Whoops, sorry. Can I find at least one? At least one of the little one. One of the ones with the horns. With the spike. So on top of finding food to eat, you also want to keep an eye out for different creatures with parts that you don't already have. So for example, this one here. If I can kill him, I will gain his jet ability. So when I go into the creature creator, the cell creator, I'll be able to apply that to my creature as well. I'm being stupid and risky and not entering the cell creator yet. Simply because I don't want to be swapping back and forth in and out of the creator every time I want to change to a different mouse. If I get a lot of the carnivore eating out of the way now, I can stick with the herbivore mouth later. And you'll see that these guys also have a different part. And there's a different part here. So we can grab that too. Yeah, I think that's enough. I'm getting a little sick of running around with no weapon. Alright, so you hit the mating call button. And your mate will tell you their location. You go to your mate, you have sex. And you find out you're all hermaphrodites. So now we enter the cell creator. So this is where you can modify the appearance and abilities of your creature. So we can take their eyes off, we can take their flagella off, so they now we even take their mouth off. So now they're completely vulnerable. We can absolutely send them out as this if we want to, but as you can expect, if you want your creature to survive, you're probably going to want to equip it at very least with a mouth. Bare minimum, give it a mouth. Because as the game says, a creature with a mouth is doomed to starvation, so it's going to die. But in addition to a mouth, you can give it other abilities. So, for example, we're going to apply these spikes to us, and if we're there we go. See, so now we can have it completely front-facing, and then we expand this, and we can apply the filter mouth. So now, we're a herbivore. So this, like I said, this is basically how you pick the omnivorous diet, which is what I'm going to be going for, is the omnivorous diet. Is to start off with, you're going to need to swap back and forth between between carnivore and herbivore, and make sure to keep your diet in the middle area of the choices screen. So you technically actually don't need eyes if you don't want to have eyes, but it will actually make the game a bit more challenging because it will limit your viewing range. Your creature will essentially be like a bat. It will use something similar to echolocation to see. And we can also knit Willis. We can no, we'll just call it Willis. And you can also enter the paint mode, which allows you to change the skin of your creature if you want to. You'll notice that it doesn't render here when you're in build mode. I think that's just to preserve memory mostly. So as you probably have seen, because you've probably seen this game before, you can make some pretty far out looking creatures. If you guys have any suggestions on what sort of additions or what sort of appearances I should pick, just let me know. I'm pretty happy with picking anything, really. Alright, so this is Willis. So now we have the fins. I don't remember what they're called. And we also have the herbivore mouse. So now instead of eating meat, we need to focus on eating plant matter. And the reason why plant matter being a herbivore or an omnivore later on in the game is easier is simply because plant matter is far more abundant, and it is not tied to your social requirements or your social needs in any way. But you'll see what I mean when we get further in. And also, because we now have the spikes, regardless of being a herbivore, we are able to defend ourselves. And like I said, this is the exact reason why I recommend starting off as a carnivore, because even though the carnivore mouth isn't a great weapon, it is still a weapon. And if you saw that green thing that was up there, I don't think he's going to let me catch him. You'll see him. You'll notice that he doesn't actually have a jaw or the filter mouth. He actually has the one and only omnivore mouth in this stage of the game. So if you can kill one of them, you can actually get the omnivore mouth. But as you can see, they don't really want to be killed. But you'll run into a bunch of those throughout the game. Oh, sorry. Well, now you're hitting me. Oh, shit. I'm just going to swim away. Thank you. Goodbye. And you'll notice how there's even more of those buggers that in different levels of the area. I don't know if that... I think he's in the foreground. I think he's in the same level as me. Oh, shit. Dang it. You notice how the omnivore mouth kinda supersedes any of my attacks if I hit it from the front. So now we have the proboscis. That's the one, like I said, that's the one and only omnivore mouth in this stage of the game. There is a... Wait. Where was that part? Was it down below us? Oh, there it is. So these sparkly rocks, they have parts in them, so you can also get parts this way. So poison bulbs, we can use those as well. If we want to. I don't tend to use them too often, to be honest. So there isn't really much of a game over in this game, by the way, because typically if your creature dies, you'll just come up with another one. Because like I said, you're not playing a singular creature. You're playing an entire species. So if one of them dies, you'll just be born as another one. So there isn't really much of a game over. But this is pretty much the entire game is you... This game actually kind of reminds... Well, it's probably because it's a very similar concept. This game doesn't so much remind me of Agario as much as it does remind me of a game called Tasty Planet, if you ever played it, because I remember I played it a bunch as a kid. Where you play a similar role. You start off small, and through clever gameplay, clever and skilled gameplay, you go from being the smallest being in an area to being the largest being in the area. Yep, watch out for those, because those things have electricity. If you get too close to them, they will zap you. Oh, there's more big guys. And that big guy's still behind me, so... also, you might have noticed... Yeah, so do I. Well, Ryan, the game is available in Steam, Ryan. You can play it as much as you want. It is still available. You can play it. Wait, is that? No, that's electricity. Unlock all the parts in... Did I not already have that? I guess I did not. Ryan, I don't know what you mean you're missing this game. I mean, it does exist. You can go play it. It's in Steam. Price checking. Oh. Well, yeah, it's in Steam. Did you not know that? I don't think it's all that expensive. Whoop, hello. You're coming after me. And now you're going to die. No, you're not. Because I'm too slow. So you're probably going to want to enter the cell creator relatively regularly now, because... the cell creator is the only way for you to upgrade your creature. Also, Ryan, is the sound going alright? Is my mic okay? Are you able to hear me easily enough over the game? Can't you use the hard copy? Oh. Okay, good. Sound is good. I kind of hate how the game doesn't really give you much of an explanation about the omnivorous mouth. Could be really, really useful if they did. Alright, so we'll get rid of that. We'll add the jets to ourselves. I'm fine with that name. Yeah, because I've noticed most of the time when people play this game, well, I mean, I'll admit that I haven't seen everybody who's played this game, so this is probably kind of a very small sample. But every playthrough of this game that I've seen is mostly of people getting through this stage and the next stage, and then they stop. And they basically just sort of make fun of the game, which, while that's fine, I'm trying to talk while also not getting killed. While that is absolutely probably one of the main features of the game, is just where you mess around, have fun, make whatever you want, because that's absolutely fine. That's the whole point of a video game. There is actually a lot of real value, I think, to this game. because I notice a lot of people sort of make it out to be kind of a joke and not having a lot of value as a game. I don't know. I still think this is probably one of my favorite games. Of course, I have a pretty varied interest in video games, so I can completely understand why some people might not like the entirety of this game, because in order to like the entirety of this game, you literally have to enjoy 5 different game types, which can be pretty difficult. Am I getting... Yes, I am getting poisoned. So what, you don't like the other 3 stages of the game at all? Oh, great, my creature died. Well, see, that's what I mean, because I seem to be the one of the only people who enjoys the entire game. Excuse me, sorry. I'm gonna get away from you. I cannot believe I've died twice. I don't usually die that often. Aha! Just a big man. These little ones that having a go at me. Thank you. What do you mean they didn't feel right? What, the gameplay or the stage? The stages themselves. Oh, oops. I should have been checking up. Yeah, I'm fine. So, yeah, pretty much we're locked into the herbivore mouse set now. How? Well, see, I think that's kind of what I meant when I was saying that you have to sort of be able to enjoy 5 completely separate game types in order to enjoy the entirety of this game. Well, I mean, the 5th stage is a lot about exploration. I definitely think the 5th stage is about exploration. Alright, so we completely dominated the cell stage by dying twice. So we made it to the end, and now we hit this button to advance to the next stage. And depending on our choices throughout the stage, we are given one of 3 choices, which we made by making our little choices here. So we started off here, and we end up as an omnivore. So now we have the omnivore diet type. So we could have ended up with an herbivore if we ate a lot of plant matter. We could have ended up as carnivores if we ate a lot of animal matter. But because we ate an even diet of both, we end up as an omnivore. And now we move on to the creature stage, which is probably, I think, the favorite. The fan favorite. Yeah, no, see, I know I finished that stage as well. Oh no, that might have been because I hadn't logged in. Right, so now we create a creature with legs. And you'll also notice that each of the parts are actually made available to us now. And you'll notice that they have particular traits or abilities applied to them. So for example, the proboscis has sing and bite, as do all the mouths. But you'll also notice that these other parts have other bits like spit, charm, sprint, etc. So you're going to probably want to use a mix of all those sort of parts if you can. And another thing we can actually do is elongate our creature. Yeah, I'll probably say out of all the levels, I would say I don't really know what one was my least favorite. Because like I said, I think I'm probably one of the few people who enjoys most. Nipples. I'm probably one of the few people who actually enjoys most of the levels in this game. You don't really need that as much. Do that. Madonna titties. Are her boobs long and thin like this? I don't even... Alright, Cardi B's a pop star, isn't she? Oh, I can do that. Ta-da! Because really, the cosmetic choices that you apply to your creature don't matter too much. It's more so the parts that you apply to it that matter the most. Regardless of however you apply them to your creature, the game will make them work. Oh, did she? Okay. So it's not so much Madonna bra, Madonna titties, it's more Madonna bra. What do... And we'll absolutely want to apply this, because this will come in handy. Holy shit. Oh no, do we want these eyes? We could sell these for now. That's pretty cool, right? Hold on. How's that? I really wish they gave you a little bit more. I mean, I could cheat, because I do actually know a cheat that allows me to get more DNA so I can apply more parts to this creature. You think I'd be alright to cheat? Because, I mean, I can only get through this game without cheats. And, I mean, cheats would probably make it a bit more fun. Do you think I'd be alright to use cheats? Or do you think I should not use cheats? Okay, do it. Alright, so for those of you who are watching who are curious, if you press Control-Shift-C, it'll bring up this text box. If you type in the words ADD, DNA, add DNA, and press Enter, it'll give you some free DNA. You can apply that to either the cell stage or the creature stage. So now we have even more DNA to work with. Like I said, this does cheat because it means that your creature gets access to abilities far earlier than it's meant to. But largely I'm doing this for cosmetic reasons, just because it's funny. Like I said, I've already played this game a million times before. Oh, no. Am I really going to do it? Yes, I am. I'm going to do that. I don't know what a WAP is. I'm sorry, Ryan. I don't know what a WAP is. I mean, I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I kind of do, kind of don't. I mean, because it's not just the fact that it looks like a butthole, it's actually an eyeball. I don't know what that is, Alex. Wet ass pigeon. That's supposed to mean something? Oh, you know what I could do? I could do this. There we go. Ergonomically, it makes sense. And we will make him Mr. Miyagi. Even... There we go. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't listen to Cardi B. Don't worry about that, Ryan. Why did it... It shouldn't have deleted your shit. Hold on. Nightbot, what are you doing? Hi, Sandy. I see you. No, hold on. Yeah, dang it. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know why the Nightbot should have canceled out all of that audio. All of your messages. Does that look like a good creature to you guys? Looks pretty awesome to me. Put him on his knees. We'll do that. I think that's everything. Now, weirdly enough, we can actually give this thing multiple mouths. So, for example, we can do that. Give it a jaw down here. So it's actually another way you can, because if you don't pick up the proboscis, the game doesn't give it to you. But if you still want to create an omnivore, you can give it both mouth types, and you can actually do that in the cell stage too. It doesn't like the caps. That's weird. Oh no. I may or may not change that, but we'll go with this. It's my spore creature. What do you mean monstrosity? It's... I actually forgot to rename it, but that's alright. You don't like my spore creature? So for those who don't know, those of you who don't know, all those parts that we applied, they're not just cosmetic, they actually do apply specific abilities to our creature. And like I said, it doesn't really matter where you put them or how you put them on your creature. As long as they're on the creature, it'll gain those abilities and the game will make them work somehow. So now we're in the creature stage, and I believe this is probably the fan favorite. Yeah, I do have chat on the side. I've actually got it up here on my mobile so I can see it while I'm playing and still have the game full screen. but I can still minimize the game and access Streamlabs if I need to. So, again, I believe this is the fan favorite stage of the game, creature stage. So effectively, we have left the water, and we can't go back in, because if you try to do that, it's not... Oh, hold on. It's not on my stream. Hold on. 1 sec. I screwed with something. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I was looking at the chat on my side. Where is it? There it is. Go up. Go up. Alright. There's that. I don't know why, but there you go. For some reason it wasn't wanting to move. There we go. Got it. There he is. Yeah, for some reason I don't know why it was being stupid. But it's deciding to be stupid. But we're back. So it should be good now, right? Alright, so we'll skip through this. So basically, right now, we need to find food. Holy shit. You can see the goddamn jet on its butt. So as a creature, our two main priorities are A, finding food and keeping ourselves fed, and B, evolving. And to evolve, we need to find parts. And there are two ways we can find parts. Either A, we find them lying on the ground, or B, we deal with the other creature types that are in the area. And to deal with them, we do one of two things. We either socialize with them, or we extinct them. So you can see that we have the objective here, meet another species. And you'll notice that we're not the only type of species in the game. Thank you for walking up to me. And it's very ugly. I don't know what's uglier, it or our guy. Also, sorry, I'm drinking. Non-alcohol. Soft drink. Alright, so the stream should be alright now. The chat should be visible. It looks like it's visible on my end. Sound should be alright. I'm just double checking it again to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, no, everything should be okay now. Well, anyway, back to the game. So this is where we get introduced to stances. There are two stances in the game, combat stance and social stance. So this is basically how you determine what your creature is going to grow up into. So, because if you check your history again, you'll see that we have three separate choices again. We have social, we have adaptable, and we have predator. And that basically is determined by how many creatures we either socialize with, kill, or if we do an even amount of both. So I think mostly I tend to pick being a social creature. So to socialize, you have one of 4 abilities. You can sing, or charm, or you can do one of the other 2 once we've unlocked them. So as you can see, we'll need to socialize with 2 more of this creature type before we ally them. Yeah, you're the one I already socialized with. So upon allying with a creature type, we actually get given a new part type, I believe. Oh, sorry. I think it's for interacting with a new creature type, not necessarily for allying them. But that's pretty much what you're going to want to do, is wander around and try and find other creatures to socialize with and find other parts. So this is exactly why I was saying that being a carnivore can actually be a bit more difficult, because if you want to be a social creature and you're a carnivore, it's going to be very difficult, because these creatures that you're trying to socialize with, they're actually your food source. And as much as you might want to try and get them to, carnivores cannot eat the fruit that's lying around. Only omnivores and herbivores can. So as an omnivore slash herbivore, it's actually a lot easier to pick whatever you want. You can choose to kill any creature you want to, you can choose to socialize with any creature you want. But unfortunately, as a carnivore, there is no alternative sources of food other than the creatures that you're trying to socialize with. And for completing our first objective, we grow up a bit, and our brain gets a tiny bit bigger. So that's basically what we're trying to aim for now as a creature, is sentience. We're trying to become sentient. God dang it. And we definitely want this creature to become sentient, don't we? Alright, so these creatures are... I believe that these creatures are evolving. I think that's what the cocoon's supposed to indicate. The game never actually tells you. But yeah, I figure that's a pretty safe assumption. I think that's either a creature that just has only recently made it up to land, and they're just now sort of figuring out what they want to look like, so to speak, I guess. Or they've been up to land and they're just figuring out what their next look's gonna look like. Bugging out and flashing. Is that lagging, or... Is it lagging or what? Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see if I can see it for myself. So just the texture models. Texture. Yeah, because the texture detail. We could try that. See if that does anything. Tell me if that does anything. Because it's not on my end. It must be through Streamlabs. So does that seem to be helping at all? Does that seem to have made a difference? Nope, not helping. That's not good. Because I don't know why it would be doing that. Change the color to blue. That doesn't make sense. Give me a second here. Well, my creature is blue. Oh, okay, yep, I saw that. Why would it be doing that? That's really weird. I just saw that. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, what's that? Hmm. See what that does. I mean, as much as I would like the textures to be nice and big, I want to make sure that the quality of the stream doesn't suffer. Sorry guys, running more diagnostics, I suppose. Oh, no, it's still doing it. Except it's now red, which is even worse. Holy shit. Try that. So it's not the textures. Because if it's gonna keep doing this, I'm just gonna change to a different game. Because I'm not putting up with that. And I don't expect you guys to put up with that. Still doing it. That's good. We'll see what that does. Because if this doesn't, if that doesn't work, I cannot think of anything else that might work. Oh. Seems to have gone away, I think. 'Cause I'm thinking it had something to do with my graphics settings. That it was just too much for the stream to handle. Nope, still doing it. Alright. I don't know how to fix that. And I'm not inducing seizures on people. Oh, that's kind of sucks. So no, what game should we go with next? I don't know, Ryan, do you have a game that you feel like playing right now? Alright, so I figured just give me a few minutes and we'll figure out something else. I got a couple other games that I could play, but we'll just see what we figure out. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, I think I've got a different game lined up because looks like I'm probably on my own. But I think I have a good game lined up. Just give me a second. Alright, so how's that? We'll see how that is. Just testing to see how that is. It should be up. I just discovered something. Yeah, I'm still calibrating it. Unfortunately, there's a huge I think that's good actually. I'm not fucking with it right now. You, I'm guessing. I guess you got out of jury duty. Is it you? Did I get it right, Ryan? Did I guess right? So as I was saying, music is probably one of my favorite things in this game, which is why I've been silent this entire time. Not because I've got to turn my mic on. But good news is that you got to enjoy a lot of the music. It's actually why I was going to... You know what, I'm just going to mute my mic again so you can enjoy the music. So hopefully now you know why I consider this to be the best theme in the game. Fortunately, I was spending a lot of time talking during the other levels, and my mic was off. But, whoop, hello. You cat? Dog wearing a cat hat? I think you are, aren't you? Scarlet. And I think we've got destroyed just about everything except for the obvious. Knock you down. Oh, sword! Don't take your revenge on me. Kill this plant. What the? Oh. Oops. Come here. What the heck is this? Kitty smash. Giant kitty. I think we cleared out. Nope. We haven't cleared this area out yet. We might actually be able to get the goal without even touching the giant skeleton. AKA fossil. Giant kitty smash. Astronauts, kitty no like space. I think we might. Fortunately, this shit that we swat has a habit of flying off onto the other shelves, so it doesn't touch the floor. Which is kind of probably one of my biggest issues with some of the earlier levels is the levels that have the beds underneath the shelves. So you knock things off the shelves and it just lands on the bed, and you have to knock it off the bed. I think if we tried really hard, we might actually be able to get to the goal. Oh, hey. Where did you come from? I think if we tried really hard, we'd probably be able to get to the goal without knocking down the giant fossil. I mean, we're gonna do it anyway, but I figured probably possible. Stop flying on the other shelves. There you go. Get on the ground. Please. Ground, please. I wonder what the next bonus level would be. Maybe the Spore market. I think that's what the pun is. Spore. Oh, let's screw it. Farewell! Oh no. Thank goodness I could just step to the side. We're doing pretty well for upgrades. Come here. Come here. I appreciate that I spent all that time calibrating my audio and I didn't even use it. Because we might actually be at the end of this run. Because we got maybe this level and maybe the next one. At absolute most, we've got 3 more levels left. So I suppose at absolute most, we're halfway. So if we can find one more special item in this level, we'll, for the very, very first time, accessed 3 secret levels in one run. But like I said when my mic was off, the chances of that happening are actually pretty low from what I've seen playing this game. Scratcher, come here, come here, come here. Maria, Marla, not Maria, Marla. Wine cart? Who has a wine cart in their house? Is my owner an alcoholic? Also, despite how much I played this game, the thought has only just occurred to me. It's only just occurred to me that perhaps my owners are getting sick and tired of me destroying things, so they give me up for adoption, somebody else adopts me, and I destroy their house too. Because if this is in fact the same cat. Oh, those glasses. I should have gone for the glasses. What the? Where'd this come from? Because I completed the books? Which one is it? Is it the yellow ones? No, it's the orange ones. No, it's not those either. What? You cheater. We did! Look at this! Special item! We got 3 bonus levels in one run. This is the first time I've ever done it. Yes! And we did get the supermarket. I was wondering if that would be it. Because I think there's 1, maybe 2 other secret levels. But in order to get this, I know that's a reference to something. In order to get to the supermarket, we need to complete complete this level. But considering we're already well over halfway there, with heaps of time left over, I think we're gonna get it done pretty easily. Get on the ground. Woo! Done. Give me that. Nikola Tesla? Interesting. No! Nikola, stay. No. Oh. Oh, Supermarket. That's where the spawn is. I should have known. Give me an upgrade. You know, the cat. There we go. Got it. Get off. No, 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 no. Mr. Pudge. Cute. Get on the floor. Hey, cake. Nobody likes cake. At least all the cats. As you know, I'd say probably dogs. No, dogs will eat chocolate, but they should not eat chocolate. I was gonna say, do you have not have a toilet in here? Come here. Just one. Don't think there are any more upgrades. Look at the jump height on us now. I think we're good. And we get to go to the next bonus level. This is probably the hardest out of all of them. That's what she said. Because we need to knock all of these items flying in order to succeed. And this is a very big supermarket. And they have to hit the floor. Fortunately, I believe that there's typically in excess of whatever item we need to send flying. Get on the floor, please. I don't know what these are supposed to be, but whatever. Get on the floor. Go, get on the floor, get on the floor. Do the dinosaur. Go. Go, 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 go. Get on the floor. Dang it. Go, 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 go. Get on the floor. There we go. Got it. So what do we need now? Muffins. Potatoes, I think. You aren't. No, you're not. You? Yep, you are Mr. 12. Get up. No, not in the basket. Not in the basket. Mr. 12. Hey, there's guacamole. Whoa. Roast avocado. What are you? What are you? I know you're probably a Russian or something. Hey, there we go. Nope, get up on the top shelf, please. Not them flying. Go. Get off, get on the floor. Yes, you are. Go, get on the floor. You're not. The thing? I want the thing. Oh no. Dang it. Let's see, more potatoes. No. No. Dang it. Where were those square things? Dang it. Fortunately, because that was a bonus, we don't end our run. But it means that we miss out on a buttload of points. Queen Crandall's. What the? Queen Crandall, show yourself. Dang it. Fine. Have it go away. Get it. Go. I don't know how we're doing this. Oh, mood and gravity. Here. Get off. Punch. Feline punch. Get on the ground. Yes! Knock you all to you flying. Again, who the hell has a wine cart in their house? Right, everyone who can afford one, maybe? Dang it. Gravity's screwing me up. cat venom? Yeah, it's booked. Okay. Give me this upgrade. Give me it. Give me it. Like a frightened cat, I think. Anyway, just all of this. Get out of here. No, give me, come here, come here, come here. Get out of here. You come here. I'm assuming that this is the, yeah, see, this is the event that I dislike the most because it's literally just walking around in the dark, no music. So how are you? So how's your going? And apparently with that music I can't even speak, so we hopefully we'll get the music back very, very soon because then I'll be able to speak again, hopefully. Where's this room I missed? Because I must have missed a room with that many items. There we go. Thank you, music. Thank you. Kim is trying to get into something that he shouldn't be getting into. But of course, it's part of the course that my kid. There we go. I knew that we had to. Rack off, please. Rack off. Sorry, guys. I'm here. If you go for it again, I'm going to be annoyed. But of course, it makes sense that my cat would be causing a fuss while playing this game. Okay, that's kitty. Oh, wait, egg. It, no, kitty, kitty, no. Gidget. No, come here. Get. We're almost done. Why can we add this much extra time with the supermarket? And there we go, that's it. There's not much point in grabbing all of these upgrades because we're not going to get to use them. But we have got an almost completed kitty. Milkshakes. Ooh. There's milkshakes hiding under there. Is that a Christmas card? Then we have... No. Oh, it's good. Tang and Abby. I thought the orange one, I think that's Tang, maybe? I thought he was wearing a sweater. Oh, hey, more cats. Yeah. No. Linux. It's an interesting name for a cat. Name it after a computer system. Yeah, you know, you name your cat what you like. It is your cat, and you give it whatever awesome name you desire. Bandit. He looks sus. Get out of here. Kimmy, do you want out, do you? You know what, let's just finish, because, like I said, getting those upgrades is completely irrelevant now. Yay, final total, 3,760. Now what to play next? Give me a minute, guys. I am going to peruse the thing and see what other options I have. So I'll see you guys in a second.